Yeah, welcome back to the firehouse. For some more fiery reasoning, as I would say. The last two reasoning, I think, one was about I am and one was about our friend the devil. So, if you was following the reasoning, then once you understand these two forces within, which is corresponding to positive and negative, yeah? You know the electric light that you that give you the light that's in your house. It's a combination of positive and negative, and once you combine these two forces properly, you produce a light. And then when you produce the light, that is when you can see. Now, there has been a lot of teachings. Like I've said it before, I'm saying it again. There has been a lot of teachings before. And I ain't exactly preaching anything new, or if you want to call it teaching anything new. What I'm teaching has been said before. It's just like a television, like I'm telling you. The television has always been showing pictures. But because of digital, it is now showing clearer picture. So all the Fire Lion is doing is making things a bit more clearer to you. You understand? Things that have been clear in the past to a few, but not to the majority of human beings. Well, because of communication now and technology, this wisdom now is going to be made available to all. And is available to all. You understand? Because this is the teachings of the One. No longer, the law that is coming in, you will no longer be living under what I call your own fancities, but under the real law. The law of the One. You understand? Because we human beings cannot live in peace then, innit? You understand what I mean? If you just look at us in a religious sense, we will not get together in a room as religious men and come to a conclusion, because each religion is of the opinion that they are right. And then even if you examine them properly, like I say, they are fragmented amongst themselves, because these religions that are claiming to be one are not one, are they? Is Christianity one? No, it's fragmented up into many different bits. And each of these bits within Christianity is claiming to be right and correct. Same thing in Islam, same thing in any religious movement that you can think about. Have a drink of water. So that is total confusion. Because each man or each group is following their own will. But in this universe, it is not only your will. You are not the only one with a will. You understand? There is a will within you as well, or within all of us. When I'm saying man, I'm speaking of male and female. You know, I usually use the term man. I don't want no female listening to. Well, even if I say man, I'm referring to you as well. Human beings. I'm speaking for all. I'm not just speaking for men. I'm speaking for all. Like I say, you see, when the sun is blazing, who is it blazing for? No, it's blazing for everyone. So that is what is coming. The way of the One. I don't care, as a Fire Lion, right? Who teach you that you was black? Or when they teach it to you? I am telling you now that such things are not correct. You see what I mean? I don't care who teach you that you was a white man. And have you believe in such things. You know, you believe it to such an extent you will die believing it and defending it. Whoever teach you that you was Japanese and Chinese and all the different nations that I have seen that you've made out of one. I don't care who teach you that. I am telling you now that this is wrong. And these kinds of teaching and living is what is causing the confusion amongst us. And if you want to see this, you have to move within, like I tell you, and make the connection between positive and negative and produce your light so that you can see the oneness of life. You understand? There ain't going to be no more, like I'm repeating again, ain't no more. Anyone who's living as black and white and Arab and Jew, all these things are nonsense. Like I tell you before, what color is your mind? Why don't you ask yourself that? Each of you who find yourself, say you find yourself as a black man, as they would call it, eh? Ask yourself in that black body there, what color your mind is. If you don't like saying your mind, imagine what color your spirit is. And if you find yourself in a white body, address the question to yourself as well. And ask yourself, what color you think you are? Because I'm telling you, I'm sick of telling you idiots this. You are not your physical body. You are a spirit in it. So you must figure out what color this spirit is. Otherwise, if you don't, you are going to be living like what I call idiots and divided amongst yourself. Imagine you are one family. Now imagine you are one family. But you are busy murdering your own family and letting your own children or your own grandchildren die of starvation and suffering. Why would you want to torment, right, a member of your own family? And even you wicked, like I know, you wicked and evil people. Because wicked and evil people have family as well. But even the wicked man show love to his own little cardinal family, as I would call it. But you will never be able to grasp this humanity of realizing, like I say, if you have made this connection that we are all one. So instead of loving your own little blood family, that's what you want to call it, blood family, then you would be able to realize that if you realize that we are all spirit, then you would know that we're one family. Spirit came from the same source. That's how we one. We're not one because we come from the same blood family, physical, you know what I mean? But then we're not physical beings, are we? We are one because we come from the same source. And we are one because we are the same within. You just don't know this one that is within. You've been deceived, like I'm telling you, by idiotic religion. God is not a book. It's so simple now, even a kid in these times should be able to read when he put his mind to it. God is not a book. God has never written a book. Any book that is written must be written by men. And men are writing book that God say, come let us make men. Who was the writer there to observe when God was deciding this as according to them? What kind of idiotic thing is this that a man is saying, God takes 7 days to make the earth? Who is this man that was there? Because I'm sure as according to them, man wasn't created yet. But man wasn't created yet. But somebody was there observing what God was doing. Now, don't you see that is nonsensical? Wouldn't it be easier? Wouldn't it be an easier way for you, right? If you take a simple example, like I say, you come in the room, imagine the world, the light was already working and you could see everything that you need to do. Why don't you just do it? Why are you spending time trying to figure out who wired the light up and when? In other words, you come into life was already running, the trees was here, the animal was here, everything was groovy and thing. Why don't you live your life and go? Because you're not staying here. Death is coming for you. So you are supposed to live, but no, you are here trying to explain when the creative energy create the universe and how. And you can't find that out. No being who is living can find that out. And when you cannot find it out now, you make up all kind of elaborate story. Instead of just simply saying, I don't know. What you want to do, right, like I tell you, learn to mind your own business. How this earth or this creation, as you want, whatever you want to call it, was created. That is God's business. It's not your business, is it? You think life was about coming here, right? You think he was given life to come here and figure out how the creative energy create everything that's in life. No, that's a waste of time. You are here to make a choice. You know, positive and negative. You're going to choose, that's what you are here to choose. Do you want to live positively or do you want to live negatively? You can quite easily do that without worrying about who was the first man. You know what I mean? Because you'll never find out who was the first man. So why waste your time going down avenues where you know you're not going to get any sensible answer? So you see, from man has been on the earth then, I would say man has been, when man first come on the earth, he was a baby. And it take him a long time to grow up. So now I'm saying now we are at the stage now where we are adults. You know, like when we was kids and they would say, oh, Santa bring the present and all that. Well, I know they do that in England, you know, Santa bring present. But nothing goes like that. That's a story. But it's suitable for a kid or a child. Keep them amused, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with religious things that people teach you. Those things are okay when we are children. But we ain't no children again now. We are adult. We've grown up. So when you grow up, what you are supposed to do is put away childish things. You know what I mean? Because you are now an adult. Those things was okay when you was growing up. You know, somebody tell you that, oh, Jesus died for your sin and all those kind of things. A very nice story, you know, but nothing goes like that. You understand? Just like I had to tell my son at a certain age, listen man, Santa is not real, man. Nothing don't go like that. You understand? So now we as adults have to take responsibility. You know what I mean? And put away foolish things. Now what I'm saying to you who is listening, whoever is listening, that religious stories are just stories. Doesn't matter what tradition you want to come from. And following these stories ain't going to turn your light on. The only thing that is going to turn your light on in this world is when you decide to stop doing the things that you are doing wrong. Because whatever it is that a human being is doing wrong, they know. But I'm saying is then, wrong action blinds the eye. You know, the inner eye. As long as you are a being who is performing negative action, and I'm taking it that anyone who dare listen to these reasons, I wouldn't have to explain to them what negative action is. So anyone who is performing negative action in whatever form or manner, your eyes ain't going to be open. If you want your eyes to be open, you must make correction to your behavior. Failure to do so, you are going to stay blind. Doesn't matter, you could go to Mecca 100,000 times, read your Bible or do whatever. Those kind of things ain't going to get your eyes open in this fire. Only one thing get a human being eye open, whether it was in this time or 10,000 years ago, was honesty, a moral way of living. You know, with an honest intention and a love and a desire for what is right and correct. That's the only way your eyes can be open. Any other way, try any other way, sitting on the tree, meditating, reading 1,000 books, going on pilgrimage to Mecca and jumping in the Ganges, climbing tall mountains, mean nothing. Burning candles and performing any silly ritual. This has got in the truth has got nothing to do with no ritual. Living an honest life, you don't have to perform any ritual to live honest. You see what I mean? What is coming is what they call simplicity.